Hello everyone! Welcome back to our course ChatGPT and more software testing tools every QA should know. In this tutorial, we will delve into Selenium Java interactions with web elements. Thank you for joining this video, and let's get started. This video is a part of the Udemy course Manual and Automation Software Testing with the help of ChatGPT. For more information, check the description or visit the website testing101.net below the video. In the previous video, we demonstrated how to find elements by XPath. Once the Selenium WebDriver finds the desired elements, it should interact with them. There are only 5 basic commands that can be executed on an element: click, send keys, clear, submit, and select. Let's consider each of them. The first command is click. In Selenium WebDriver, the click method applies to any clickable element on a web page. When you call click on an element, WebDriver emulates the action of a user physically clicking on that element with a mouse or other pointed device. Let's consider how the click method works in practice. Navigate to our website testing101.net and open the Finds Element form of the Java tab. As you can see, our form consists of fields like first name, last name, etc., which need to be filled on, and of several elements that we need just click on, such as the Submit button and Privacy and Policy checkbox. Let's try to add and click command. Before clicking on an element, you first need to locate it on the web page using various locator strategies provided by Selenium. We try to locate it using XPath. For each of our lessons, we create a separate class. This time, we named the class Interactions with Web Elements, so it will be easier for you to find the code that you need in the future. The final code will be available in the lecture materials and on our website testing101.net. To locate the Terms and Conditions checkbox element of our form, follow the structure of it, which is displayed on the screen, and add it into our test script file. This command allows us to locate the Terms and Conditions checkbox, therefore, now we can add and click on the element. Write the click command following the syntax on the screen. Now we can run the code to make sure we did everything correctly. Click on the play icon. The Chrome web page that is being controlled by automated test software will be opened, and in a couple of seconds the Terms and Conditions cursor will be checked, indicating that element was found and clicked on. Let's move on to the next commands that can be executed on an element that is send keys. In Selenium WebDriver using Java, the send keys method is used to input text into text fields and content editable elements on a web page. It allows you to simulate typing keyboard keys into these input fields programmatically. As with the click command before using send keys command, you first need to locate the element on the web page. We try to locate it using XPath. In particular, let's try to locate and fill in the first name field of Find Elements form. To locate the first name element of our form by XPath, follow the structure of it, which is displayed on the screen, and add it into our test script file. The final code will be available in the lecture materials and on our website. Once you've located the element, you can use the send keys method to input text into it. Invoke the send keys method. Pass the desired text as an argument to this method, for example, testing following the on-screen example. When you call send keys, Selenium WebDriver simulates typing the specified text into the text field, character by character, as if the user were manually typing on this keyboard. Now we can run the code to make sure we did everything correctly. Click on the play icon. The Chrome web page that is being controlled by automated test software will be opened, and in a couple of seconds the testing keyword will be displayed in the first name field, indicating that we were located in input text into the first name field. Let's move on to the next command that can be executed on an element that is clear. In Selenium with Java, the clear method is used to clear the text from an input field or text area. This method clears any text that is currently present within the specified input element. As we just used the send key method to fill in the first name field, we can use the same field and add clear to our code. To include the clear command after sending keys to the input field, you can simply chain the clear method after send keys. Copy the find element row of the code, which locates our first name input field below the send keys method. Then, paste it on the next row of the text script file. Next step, add clear method. In this modification, after sending the keys testing to the input field using send keys, the clear method is called on the same web element to clear any text previously entered into the field. This approach avoids the need to locate the element again. Now we can run the code to make sure we did everything correctly. Click on the play icon. The Chrome web page that is being controlled by automated test software will be opened, and in a couple of seconds, the testing keyword will be displayed in the first name field. Then the testing text will be cleared, meaning that the clear method was executed. It is particularly useful in scenarios where you want to remove existing text from an input field before entering new text or performing verification validation, for example, while writing test cases for updating user accounts, etc. Let's move on to the next command that can be executed on an element that is submit. The target of the submit method must be a form element within the HTML markup of the page or any of its child elements. With this method, you don't need to explicitly target the form submission button. You're simply submitting the form. To ensure the submit method functions correctly, it's crucial to verify that you're accurately selecting the relevant form element and that the submission button is properly nested within the DOM tree. Let's try to do that. Navigate to our form, hover the mouse out of any field, and inspect it. The form HTML will be displayed pre-selected. As you know, in order to use the submit method, firstly we need to locate any field of the form or form itself HTML. We try to locate it using XPath. To locate the form element by XPath, follow the structure of it, which is displayed on the screen, and add it to our test script file. The final code will be available in the lecture materials and on our website. Next step, add submit method. Type submit and add it following the example on the screen. Now we can run the code to make sure we did everything correctly. Click on the play icon. The Chrome web page that is being controlled by automated test software will be opened, and in a couple of seconds, the test result passed will be displayed indicating that our form was successfully submitted. You can submit a form using the submit and the click methods in Selenium. One targets the form element and the other the form's button. So the only difference is click that has to be done on the submit button, and submit can be done on any form element. It's particularly useful when you want to submit a form without necessarily interacting directly with the submit button. This method mimics the behavior of a user pressing the Enter key when focused on a form field inside the form. One more command that can be executed on an element is select. In Selenium with Java, select is a method used to interact with drop-down or select elements on a web page. Drop-down elements in HTML are represented by the select tag. The select method is typically used to select an option from a drop-down menu by specifying either the visible text of the option, the value attribute of the option, or the index of the option. The select lists have special behaviors compared to other elements, and this is a separate topic so that you can familiarize yourself with by reading the Working with Select List Elements documentation on the Selenium website. So we will add a URL for the documentation on the annotation to the video. Well, that's all from our side. The final code will be available in the lecture materials and on our website. If there are topics that you would like to see, write a comment or question to the lecture. And we hope to see you in the next video.